Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to get back to our Satchel Paige 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords barnstorming tour against the 2019 Major League Baseball teams, brought to you by the Strat-O-Matic Time Machine Card&Dice. So this is our fifth game in the barnstorming tour. The other four games are up on the channel under Stratomatic. You can watch them if you'd like. When we're done with the American League, I'll give you the stats on Satchel Paige. But this is game 5, and let me just say, in the first 4 games, he struck out a lot of people. All right, let's get to the starting lineups as we visit the Detroit Tigers. Remember, the Pittsburgh Crawfords of 1936 are always the visiting team, thus the barnstorming. For the Crawfords, Satchel Paige is on the mound, and in 1936 he was 16-3 with a 2.92 earned run average. On the mound for the Tigers, it was tough to find a halfway decent pitcher on that horrible team. Matt Boyd, 9-12 with a 4.56. Starting lineup for the Crawfords, Crutchfield will be in center, and he'll bat first. Batting second in left field is Bankhead. Charleston bats third at first base. The great Josh Gibson's behind the plate, and he'll bat fourth. The designated hitter batting fifth is Washington. Cool Papa Bell bats sixth in right field. Playing shortstop is Williams, and he will be batting seventh. At second base, batting eighth is Say. Batting ninth, Judy Johnson, and he mans the hot corner for the Crawfords. For the 2019 Tigers, whose record was poor, we'll leave it at that. The Crawfords in 36 were 85-59, by the way. For the Tigers, in left field, Reyes leads things off, followed by the right fielder Castro. Batting third, the DH Cabrera. At first base, the cleanup hitter Dixon. Goodrum bats fifth. He'll play short. The second baseman is Mercer, batting sixth. In center field, batting seventh is Jones. Lugo is at third. He'll bat eighth. And doing the catching and batting ninth is Hicks. Once again, Matt Boyd on the mound, 9-12 with a 4.56 earned run average. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. At the ballpark, we see Captain Carl and Peter Griffin. Hope all is well, my friends. Here we go. So Matt Boyd, he's a left-handed thrower. He's good for 6 innings. And he's going to face the lefty Jimmy Crutchfield. Here's the pitch to Crutchfield. Lefty-lefty matchup. We haven't rolled Strat in a while. A lot of pine tar we've been playing, and that's a fun game. That is a 2-12 lefty-lefty. 2-12 ground ball back to the pitcher for out number 1. So he grounds out to Boyd, scoring at home 1-3. Now, they actually have a ballpark symbol, but we're not playing with the ballpark symbol. If you were single 1 through 14, line out to second, 15 through 20, but we're not playing that. It is a ground out to the pitcher. So 1 down. So the Tigers off to a good start, you'd say. And this team is a bad team. I knew they were a bad team last year, but until you really look at this team, they're a horrific team. They do hit some homers, but their pitching is bad. Wow. All right, so there's 1 out. That'll bring up Sam Bankfield. Bankfield, the left fielder. Here's the pitch from Boyd to Bankfield. And that's a 6-3. What will it be against a left-handed pitcher? But this is a right-handed batter, so it's 6-3. And against lefties, it will be a single. Had he had normal power, but Bankhead has weak power, it would have been a home run on the 6-3, but it is a single. So a single for Bankhead, as Boyd got away with 1 there. If that was Josh Gibson at the plate, it would have been a bippity-boppity-boom to the moon, Alice. So Bankhead's at first, 1 out, and I'll bring up Oscar Charleston, first baseman, lefty-lefty matchup. Hicks sets a target to pitch to Charleston, and that will be 6-6. Lefty-lefty, 6-6. Possible home run But it's a 15. That is a deep fly ball to right. Going back at the track. Banging into the wall and making the catch is Castro. Quickly retreating back to first is Bankhead. We needed a 1 for a home run. We rolled a 15. So that is a deep fly out to right. 2 down. Dr. K. How you doing, my friend? He says hello from the UK. Hope all is well there, my friend, from across the pond. So that brings up Josh Gibson, Crawford's catcher. Looking to go bippity-boppity-boom. The windup and the pitch from Boyd. Boyd fires in a 4-11 right-handed batter. 4-11 ground ball to short. Goodrum has it. He throws to Dixon, and the side is retired. The Crawfords get 1 hit, but no more. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Due up for the Tigers. Reyes, Castro, and Cabrera. If anyone gets on, the cleanup hitter, Dixon. So a pretty good inning for Matt Boyd. He's good for 6. Satchel Paige is good for 8. All right, here's Victor Reyes, switch hitting, left fielder. He'll face the great Satchel Paige. Paige is a right-handed thrower. Reyes digs in the left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Paige to Reyes, 4-5. Left-handed batter, 4-5. And a 16. Fly ball to right, and that's going to drift back towards the track. Cool Papa Bell's there, and he makes the basket catch. 1 away. That was a 4-5. Weak power. It was a split. So it would have been a single, not a homer, but it's a deep fly out instead. Because you need the 1 through 10. So 1 away, and that brings up Harold Castro. He's a left-handed batter. Let's see what Castro can do against Satchel Paige. The pitch from Paige to Castro. 3-6 to Castro. Against a right-handed pitcher. 3-6. Swing and a miss! So Satchel Paige picks up his first K here. Paige has been averaging about 10 strikeouts a game in the first 4. Hello, Jorm. I don't even know how to say that name. Hello, Jorm. Remember the great sports. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. So 2 outs, base is empty for the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. Right-handed power stick. Paige with the big windup and the pitch to Cabrera. 1-11. Will this end the inning? Righty-righty matchup. 1-11. Ground ball slowly hit to first. Up with it is Charleston. He shuffles the ball to Paige, who steps on the bag, and 1-2-3 go the Tigers. We're through 1, no score here in Detroit. Due up for the Crawfords, Washington, Cool Papa Bell, and Williams, the shortstop. If anyone gets on, Dick Say, the second baseman. Back up on the bump in his second inning of work is Matt Boyd. No score, top of the second. Here's Gianni Washington, the designated hitter. He's a left-handed batter. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Boyd to Johnny Washington. Will he go? Boom, boom, Washington. 5-5, lefty-lefty. Ground ball to short. The shortstop is Drummond. He's a 3 defender. A 3 and a 4 is a single into left center. Past the dive of Goodrum. So Washington doesn't get the boom boom, but he does get a single. He's a D stealer. He will not be held on. We hold all base runners once there's 2 outs. And also anyone C and above. All right, here comes Cool Papa Bell, switch hitter batting righty. Off the left-handed throwing Boyd. Hicks goes through the sign, sets the target, the pitch to Cool Papa Bell. 5-3. What will it be on the 5-3? Right-handed batter. 5-3. Fly ball left field. Reyes on the run. That's a 3-16. Will Reyes make the catch heading towards the gap? 3-16. And he does. Quickly retreating back to first is Johnny Washington. Three 16. That makes no sense. 3-16. Fly ball A. Batter is out on fly out. Runners advance one base. Who the hell tags up from first? Well, that's what it says. So advancing is Johnny Washington on the deep fly ball to the gap off the bat of Cool Papa Bell. I did the double take because I was like, what? That's a fly ball A. 3-16 fly ball A. Runner advances one base, so he's going to move up. So very good base running. Quickly got back, tagged up. He's at second, and that's going to be a sac fly for Cool Papa Bell. So one out, Johnny Washington in scoring position. Now bring up the shortstop, Chess Williams. Williams bats righty. The pitch from the lefty Boyd. 2-4. Will it close the door? Left-handed pitcher, 2-4. Fly ball right field. That'll be an out. Washington will hold. Fly ball B question mark. He's just going to hold. Though Castro's a +1. Yeah, he's just going to hold. So there's two outs. And it'll be up to the second baseman, Dick Say. Like to welcome to the ballpark Gawain and Captain Carl's here. Hope all is well. Gwinnecco says, go Satchel. Absolutely. Here's the pitch to Dick Say, the Crawfords second baseman. Boyd fires in a 2-3. What will it be? Left-handed pitcher, 2-3. Slowly hit ball to first. Dixon has it. Underhand toss to Boyd. He steps on the bag, and the side is retired. Scoring at home 3-1. Washington is stranded at second. Bottom of the second, no score here in Detroit. Welcome to the time machine. Barnstorming style, 1936 Crawfords taking on all the MLB teams of 2019. Satchel Paige pitches every game. Due up for the Tigers, Dixon, Goodrum, and Mercer. If anyone gets on, the center fielder, Jones. So Satchel Paige is back up on the perch. He's done with his warm-up tosses between the innings. Here comes Brandon Dixon. Dixon right-handed batting first baseman. The pitch from Paige. 5-8. Righty-righty matchup. 5-8. Ground ball to second base. Say is a 2 defender, and that's a 1. That ball's going to get through, folks. A 2 and a 1. No! Yes. A 1 and a 1. He gets it. But it's a dive. The ball gets by him off his glove. It will be a single for Dixon into right field. So Dixon singles of a good effort by Say. Dixon's at first. And now I'll bring up Nico Goodrum. Switch hitting shortstop. Paige hoping for a double play ball. Brandon Dixon will be held close. Here's the pitch from Paige to Goodrum. 6-4. Will it close the door? Left-handed batter, because he's a switch hitter. 6-4. Fly ball center field. Crutchfield's a 1. That's a 20. A 1 and a 20. And Crutchfield coming in, and he makes the diving catch. Quickly, Brandon Dixon races back as Crutchfield pops up and throws it back in towards the infield. So a great catch by Crutchfield in center. 1 out, 1 on. And the second baseman, Jordy Mercer, strides the plate. Right-handed batter. Righty-righty matchup. Paige with the windmill windup and the pitch to Jordy Mercer. 6-8. Mercer hoping for it to be great. Righty-righty. 6-8. Fly ball to right field. That's going to be out number 2. Making the catch is Cool Papa Bell. And again, he does it basket style. So 2 outs. Dixon's at first. He'll be held close, so he'll only go +1. 1 through 15. Here comes Jacoby Jones, the center fielder. Paige would love to get his second strikeout. Josh Gibson sets a target. The pitch to Jacoby Jones. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty-righty matchup. 5-6. Swing and a miss! And he does. The side is retired. Paige strikes out his second. We go to the top of the third, scoreless here in Detroit, between the 36 Crawfords and the 2019 Kittens, a.k.a. the Tigers. Due up for the Crawfords, Judy Johnson, the top of the order, Crutchfield and Bankhead. To face Matt Boyd. What I've noticed is the Crawfords have trouble against left-handed pitching. Peter Bosox, fan 67, hope all is well. In 1971, this is Peter in the chat typing. In 1971, my father took me to the Hall of Fame game in Cooperstown. The day after the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, Satchel Paige, inducted that year, threw out the first pitch of that game. It was a thrill. Oh, that's awesome. I love Satchel Paige. And we have Appa Chatter. How you doing? Check out his channel. He put up an iScore video how he loads up the lineups. It was a quick video, good tutorial. Alrighty. Here's Judy Johnson to face Matt Boyd. Hicks goes through the signs. Boyd nods his head. The pitch to Judy Johnson. 5-10. Johnson's a righty. Right-handed batter, 5-10. Ground ball to short, and they're not bueno on defense. Though Goodrum's a 3, and that's a 12. He might make this play. Let's see if his range will get there on the 3-12. Goodrum goes into the dive, 3-12. It's going to go to an error check, and that is not going to be good for Goodrum. He's an E36. We roll the 2 red die again. That's a 7. E36. And a 7, and he boots the ball. So that's an error. Judy Johnson reaches on the E6. So Judy Johnson's at first. Larry Harris is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. As remember the great sports says, would have tried to get an autograph if I was there. What's that?
Where the soap is kept on the shower.
It just came off?
Yeah.
Is there a big hole there now?
No. It was just stuck on with, like, plastic. Look.
But there's not a big hole there, though, right?
No, there's no hole.
All right, well, we'll just put the soap somewhere else, and I'll get some stuff for that and stick it back up. You are like a wrecking crew. That's hello, Nurse Teresa.
That's what I get for
Oh, my
trying to
God.
get out the shower.
You're ripping apart the bathroom, and now you're leaking water in here.
At least I'm not near the computer.
No, yes, back away. Did you not see the red light on that I'm on?
I did, but I thought this was important that I should.
Yeah, there's not a big hole in the shower, though, right?
Fall asleep.
Yes.
You're going to go check, aren't you, before?
Yeah. There's not a hole in the shower, though, right?
No, there's no hole in the
Okay.
shower.
All right. The joys of living with Nurse Teresa. Anyhow, I wish I had vodka now as opposed to water. I love you.
It's our bathroom at 10:30 at night.
Okay. Why did you have to? You have abnormal strength.
I had no.
This is the same woman who hit me when she was sleeping with the people's elbow in the back of my shoulders.
Oh, You
All right.
headbutted me this morning.
Well, turnabout is fair play. All righty, shut the door. I'm live in studio.
I know.
Try not to break the rest of the house, please.
But I'm sure the people in the chat are kind of getting a little...
No, they all hate me. They just come here to kill time.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you for breaking the house. I love you. All right, back to the ball game. I don't even know where we were. All right, Judy Johnson reached on the error. No plumbing drama. She just the soap thing came off the wall, but the tile I forgot. It's been so long. Actually, the enclosure. So it was like super glued on. I don't know. Anyway, she ripped it off the wall. She gets very angry. No, I'm kidding. All right, so Judy Johnson's at first. No, there's no leak. The soap dish thing. It's okay. It's okay. I was making a joke. All right, here's Jimmy. How you doing, Clinton Parks? Hope all is well. All right, here we go. Judy Johnson at first. Jimmy Crutchfield comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded the pitcher. Crutchfield. Now, they're going to hold Judy Johnson on. We're going to play a little hit and run. So he's B hit and run. He'll go to an A. Here's the pitch. There goes Judy Johnson. Ooh, that's a 4 and an A. That's going to be successful. I don't think it's going to be a hit, though, but we'll move him over. So hit and run. 4, ground out to first, runner advances. So fielding it and taking it to the bag himself is Dixon. But Judy Johnson moves to second. And that is a ground out 3. And I like to just put hit and run there so I know. All right, so Judy Johnson's in scoring position. They'll hold him close again because he's a B stealer. And I do it for A, B, or C at any point in the game. And then I hold everybody on with 2 outs to knock them down a run. To minus their running capability by 1. Or it'd be a +2. It becomes a +1. Here comes Sam Bankhead. Can he give the Crawfords a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third? Boyd delivers to Bankhead. Will it be a bank shot? That is a 4-7. 4-7. Right-handed batter. 4-7. And a 1. It's a single. Line shot into left past the dive of the third baseman, Lugo. But it's 1 star. So Johnson is held up at third. So Bankhead is 2 for 2 now with 2 singles. And now bring up the first baseman, Oscar Charleston, as he does the Charleston on the way to the plate. He's a left-handed batter, lefty-lefty matchup. D. Scott Howard, how you doing, my friend? As D. Scott says hello to the usual suspects. Here's the pitch to Charleston. First and third. And that's a 6-9, as my brain went blank for a second. 6-9, lefty-lefty matchup, 6-9, and a 4. Boom goes the ball, and Oscar Charlton will do the Charleston around the bases. Normal power 1 through 16. We rolled a 4. He has normal power against lefties. That is a 3-run bippity-boppity boom. And the Pittsburgh Crawfords give Satchel Paige a 3-0 lead. Boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and Oscar Charleston will touch them all. What a majestic shot by the Crawfords' first baseman as he jacks it out. Even the Tigers fans are giving it a bippity-boppity-boom-ah. So a home run and 3 ribbies for Charleston. And that's going to seem like a ton of run support for Satchel Paige. As again, I've noticed that the Crawfords usually struggle mightily against left-handed pitching. So 3-0, 1 out. And here comes Josh Gibson. A lot of big smiles in that Crawford dugout. A lot of high fives for Oscar Charleston, who just hit the 3-run bippity-boppity-boom. And here comes Josh Gibson, Crawford's catcher. Gibson grounded to short his first time up. Boyd doesn't seem long for this game. He deals to Josh Gibson, the great one. It's a 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Left-handed pitcher, 3-6, and a 1. That's a single past the dive of the third baseman, Lugal, once again. The split was 1 through 4. We rolled a 1. The Crawfords swinging the stick today. So Gibson's now 1 for 2. Tigers start some bullpen action. Dave Gardner is at the ballpark. Check out his wonderful channel. Dave Gardner, also Digital to Dice, the podcast, and HockeyTournaments.com. So here comes a designated hitter, Johnny Washington. He singled. 1 out, 1 on. They're hoping for a double play ball. They're holding Josh Gibson close. Here's the pitch to Johnny Washington. Will he go boom, boom, Washington? That's a 4-5. Lefty-lefty matchup, 4-5, swing and a miss. He tried to go boom, boom. Instead, he hit nothing but air. That's the first strikeout for Boyd. 2 outs, 3-0 Crawfords. Top of the third. Josh Gibson will be off on contact. He becomes a +1. 1 through 15. What else have you broken, Nurse Teresa?
Nothing.
Did you take a picture of the disaster?
No. Would you like me to take a picture?
No. I know exactly what you mean. There's no hole, right?
There is no hole, but I am going to...
Let's go investigate, people. Let's go see if there's a hole. Come on. Lock with me, people. As time is called during the ball game. Now let's...
I'm going to start calling me Handyman Al, though.
Yeah, I'm always fixing crap. And I'm not even good at that stuff. Let's see here. Oh, my Lord. You yanked that shit right off the wall.
I didn't yank it off.
Look at that.
It just came right off.
You're a very violent person.
No, you could... Come on, this was tape on.
Don't hit me.
I didn't hit you.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Just get
We'll get
a scraper thing.
Yeah, but okay.
I'll do it. Just give me a scraper thing and some more of this stuff.
Okay, all right. I can't get it tonight.
I'm not saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the ball game. Try not to ruin anything else.
You may be able to get it.
Okay, give me a kiss. Shut the light, for God's sakes! You leave the lights on all over the place. Look at her. She just almost ripped the door off. Okay, all right.
All right, who are you playing, by the way?
I'm the Pittsburgh Crawfords with Satchel Paige against the 2019 Detroit Kittens. The Tigers, god-awful. They're a horrible team. You don't know how bad they are until you actually start looking at their stats and like, wow, this team actually won a game. So, all right, back to the ball game.
All right, I'm sorry to bother you.
No, it's not a bother. Just get out now. Seriously, get out. I love you, but
Get out.
red lights on, studio, online, live. I love you. Try not to break the door, please. Please. Okay? Alrighty, Nurse Teresa, having some technical difficulties with the house, will now leave the studio at some point as she slowly closes the door. And nope, not gone yet. Alright, we're just going to ignore her. And there we go. Anyway, here we go. Yes, duct tape is awesome. I love duct tape. Back to the stadium. As Appa Chatter says, duct tape heals all wounds. I kept my riding lawnmower for years alive with duct tape. All right. So, what do we have here? I don't remember. We have Gibson at first. 2 outs. So he'll be off on contact. Here's Cool Papa Bell. The pitch from Boyd to Cool Papa Bell. 4-9. Switch hitter batting righty. So 4-9. Swing and a miss. Boyd picks up 2 consecutive Ks. The inning's over, but he gives up a big bippity-boppity-boom, a 3-run shot by Charleston. Crawfords go to the bottom of the third with a 3-0 lead. And the way Satchel Paige has pitched, that could be enough. As Clinton Parks comes up with the best advice you'll ever hear in your life. If you can't fix it, duct tape it. And that's what I do. No, we'll be able to. It's easy to fix that. Not a big deal. All right, due up for the 2019 Tigers. Lugo, Hicks in the top of the order, Reyes. Here is Dewell Lugo, right-handed batting third baseman. He's had 2 balls lined past him. Paige back up on the bump. He picks up the sign from Josh Gibson. The pitch to Lugo. Paige tosses up a 3-8. Righty-righty matchup. 3-8. Fly ball lifted to center. Crutchfield's there for out number 1. So Crutchfield makes the catch. And now bring up the catcher, John Hicks. He's a right-handed batter. The high leg kick and the pitch from the great Satchel Paige. 2-11. Righty-righty matchup. 2-11. That's a single to right. So Hicks gets a single, the second hit for the Tigers off Satchel Paige. So a one-out single. Top of the order. And here's Victor Reyes. Reyes flew out to right. He's 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting lefty. Gibson wiggles the fingers. Satchel Paige with a quick nod of his head. The pitch to Victor Reyes. 2-8. Right-handed pitcher. 2-8. Strike 3 looking. He bends the knees with the curveball. That's the third K for Satchel Paige. 2 outs. Hicks, a god-awful runner at first. I don't even think I want to hold him on, but he'll go +2. So we'll hold him on, so he'll only be +1, 1 through 12. And here, stepping to the plate, Harold Castro. He was a strikeout victim of Page's first time up, 0 for 1. Let's see what the right fielder can do here. He digs in that left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Paige to Castro. 6-5. Left-handed batter. 6-5. Strike 3! Oh, that curveball broke off the table. The second time he's K'd Castro. Paige now has 4. We're through 3 here in Detroit. The barnstorming tour. The 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords led by Satchel Paige. 3. The Detroit Kittens, a.k.a. the Tigers, nothing. And Boyd is coming back out on the mound. Try to get him through 6. God knows then we got to make a ton of pitching changes. Due up for the Crawfords to face Boyd. Remember, last inning, if you're just joining us, Boyd gave up a 3-run homer to Charleston, the first baseman, thus the 3-0 lead. It will be Williams, Say, and Judy Johnson, the bottom third of the Crawfords order. Chess Williams, 0 for 1. He flew out to right. He awaits the Boyd offering. Pitch homeward bound. Boyd tosses up a 4-6. Right-handed batter. 4-6. Swing and a miss. Chased high and away. That is the third consecutive strikeout for Boyd. He settled in after the 3-run homer. Will he get K number 4 in a row? Here's the second baseman, Dick Say. Grounded to first. He's 0 for 1. Hicks sets the target. The pitch to Dick Say. Boyd fires in a 1-7. Left-handed pitcher. 1-7. Ground ball back to Boyd. He knocks it down. Calmly picks it up. He throws to Dixon at first. 2 away. So Say's up twice. And he plays Pepper, with Boyd, the pitcher. So once again, he's out 3-1. He's now 0 for 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Judy Johnson. He got on an error by the shortstop, Goodrum, and he would score on the 3-run homer by Charleston. The pitch to Judy Johnson. Boyd fires in a 5-8. Right-handed batter, 5-8, swing and a miss. He blows the fastball by him. He's now struck out 4. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 3-0 Crawfords. So Boyd finding his way again. Satchel Paige back up on the mound in the bottom of the 4th. He'll face Cabrera, Dixon, Goodrum, if anyone gets on, Mercer, the second baseman. 3-0 Crawfords. Here's Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera grounded to first. He's 0 for 1. Paige is ready to work. He deals to Miguel Cabrera. 2-7. Righty matchup. 2-7. Fly ball deep to center field. Going back at the track is Crutchfield. 1 down. Cabrera just got under that one. Paige breathing a sigh of relief. 1 out. Base is empty. For the first baseman, Brandon Dixon. He singled his first time up. 1 for 1. The pitch to Dixon. Paige fires in a 3-7. 3-7 righty matchup. 3-7 fly ball. Once again, center field. Crutchfield in front of the track. Now reaches up. He makes the catch. Whoa, little anxious moment there. 2 fly ball outs to center now. Crutchfield with a little smile. Satchel Paige pats his chest, pretending to have a heart attack. So 2 outs. Base is empty. That has to be at Walmart. Is that at... Oh, no, that's at
Home Depot.
That's at Home Depot. Wow, that guy has those things. This guy has a hat with the... Pool noodles. They look like styrofoam things that keeps everyone 6 feet away. That is hilarious. Oh, my Lord. What is the world coming to? Whatever makes someone feel happy. All right, here's Nico Goodrum. 2 outs, base is empty. He was robbed on a great play by Crutchfield on a sinking line drive. Paige with the high leg kick and the pitch to Nico Goodrum. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see. Right-handed pitcher. 1-3. Fly ball to guess who? Center field. Crutchfield has it, and the side is retired. 3 fly ball outs to center. We're through 4. 3-0 Crawfords as we go to the top of the 5th. Due up for the Crawfords, the top of the order, Crutchfield, Bankhead, Charleston. If anyone gets on, the great one, Josh Gibson. So here's Jimmy Crutchfield. Dynamite! He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Matt Boyd to Jimmy Crutchfield. 4-3. What will it be? Lefty-lefty matchup. 4-3. Fly ball, right field. On the run is Castro. He's a 4. That's an 18. He should make the play. He goes into the dive. 4. 18. And no! He does not make the play. He dives, but it smothers the ball, and it will be a single. So Castro, with a valiant effort, but not good enough. And Crutchfield's now 1 for 3. Here come the Crawfords once again. And here's Sam Bankhead. He's 2 for 2. He singled twice. He scored on the 3-run homer by Oscar Charleston. Tigers hoping to turn 2. Crutchfield will be held on. The pitch to Bankhead. We thought about hit and run for a moment, but we chose not to. That is a 4-10. Right-handed batter. 4-10. This is a play for the catcher, Hicks. He's a 4, and that's a 20. So a 4 and a 20. That's going to be a pass ball. So a pass ball on the catcher. Crutchfield advances to second. Then on the very next pitch, Boyd jams Bankhead, who pops it up. Hicks tosses the mask aside and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out. Crutchfield in scoring position for Oscar Charleston. Charleston has flown to right and hit a 3-run homer. He's 1 for 2 with 3 ribbies. Festus Garber, how you doing? The pitch to Oscar Charleston. Can he go bippity-boppity-boom again? That's a 3-5. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-5, and he's done it again! That ball is crushed to deep right field. Going, gone! He nearly jacks that out of the ballpark, and that is a 2-run blast for Oscar Charleston, and it's 5-0 Crawfords. 2 homers, 5 ribbies. And we're going to say it again. Bippity-boppity-boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and once again, Oscar Charleston will touch them all. A 2-run blast following up his 3-run homer in his prior at-bat. 5-0 Crawfords. And the pitching coach comes out, and he probably has a few simple words to say to Boyd, like such as, "You suck." And again, I knew the Tigers were horrific last year, but until you look at how bad they were, wow. So 5-0, 1 out. We're going to try to get him through this inning. And I believe he hits point of 5 runs in 2 innings. Does he hit point of weakness? I think he does. 5-1, 6-2, 7-3. No, he hasn't hit point of weakness yet. He needs 1 more run. Appa Brian, how you doing? Check out that wonderful channel. He's got a tournament going using Appa. All right, here's Josh Gibson. Gibson 1 for 2. Boyd trying to get through this inning. 1 out, no one on. 5-0. 36 Crawfords and Satchel Paige. If you're just joining us, Charleston has hit a 3-run homer, and he just hit a 2-run homer, so it's 5-0. The pitch to Josh Gibson from Boyd, who is totally pooping himself on the mound for the Tigers of 2019. That's a 3-8. Left-handed pitcher. 3-8. That's a walk. So he's not finding himself, that's for sure. Second time Gibson will be on, this time via the walk. He's still 1 for 2. Beardson 007. Hope all is well. One out. Gibson at first. They'll hold him close. Here's Johnny Washington, the designated hitter. Boom, boom. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and struck out. Boyd, the windup and the pitch to Johnny. Boom, boom, Washington. That is a 2-9. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-9, and that's a walk. Gibson goes to second. Washington goes to first. And will the manager go to the mound and relieve Matt Boyd? 5-0. We really want to get him through the 5th inning. We're going to give him 1 more opportunity, and here comes Cool Papa Bell. Cool Papa, 0 for 1. He's had a sac fly to left and a strikeout. The pitch from Boyd to Cool Papa Bell, 1 out, 2 on. 6-7. Right-handed batter. 6-7. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. Second time he's got Cool Papa Bell. Had he hit point of weakness, would have been a single, but he has not hit point of weakness yet because he has not given up 6 runs in 2 innings. 1 more run and he hits point of weakness. So 2 outs. Still first and second. Here's the shortstop, Chess Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. He's flown to right and struck out. Boyd trying to stay in a groove. What groove he has. Deals quickly to Chess Williams. 5-5. Right-handed batter. 5-5. Ground ball to short. This should be an adventure. Goodrum, a 3 defender, and that's a 14. Ground ball to short. 3-14. Flip the chart. 3-14. Charges it. Quick release to first. Great stretch by the first baseman, Dixon, and the side is retired. So a nice play all the way around, scoring at home. Williams is retired 6-3, and that is out number 3. But Oscar Charleston does the Charleston around the bases once again. This time it's a 2-run bippity-boppity-boom. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-0 Crawfords. Due up for the Tigers, Mercer, Jones, Lugo, if anyone gets on, Hicks, Satchel Paige back to the mound with a 5-run lead. Finally getting some run support in this barnstorming tour. They had 1 game that they got some runs, but, well, you can see it for yourself. Again, once we get finished with the American League teams or thereabouts, I will give you some stats on Satchel Paige. So here's Jordy Mercer. He flew out to right. He's 0 for 1. The pitch from Paige to Jordy Mercer. 5-5. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. Strike 3. Paints the inside corner with the fastball. Another K for Satchel Paige. That is K number 5. Paige trying to get to that magical 10 strikeout number, which he has hit pretty much every game. This is the 5th game of the Barnstorming Tour for Satchel Paige and the Crawfords. He starts every game. Jacoby Jones steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Paige would love to strike out the side. He rocks and deals to Jacoby Jones. 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 2-3. Fly ball to right. Going towards the line, making the catch, and again basket style. Cool Papa Bell. Jones is 0 for 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Crawford's hoping for a 1-2-3 inning. They get the ball back to Paige on the mound. Paige with a big smile on his face. He enjoys his work. And now striding to the plate, third baseman for the Tigers, Dwell Lugo. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. The big windup and the pitch to Lugo. Paige tosses up a 1-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 1-6. Fly ball deep to right. Racing back. Cool Papa Bell. He leaps and he makes the catch. Robbing a home run from Lugo. On the 1-6 home run, 1 through 3, we rolled a 15. That is an out to right. What a great catch by Cool Papa Bell. So 1-2-3, go the Tigers with a nothing more than a meow. Top of the 6th. 5-0 Crawfords due up for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Say, Judy Johnson in the top of the order, Crutchfield. And Matt Boyd will try to get through one more inning, and then he's done. He's good for 6 innings. He's getting up 5 runs. And it's been the Oscar, besides Satchel Paige, it's been the Oscar Charleston show at the plate. He's hit 2 homers, knocked in 5, a 3-run homer and a 2-run shot. And here's Dick Say. Say is grounded out twice to Matt Boyd, the pitcher. Boyd picks up the sign from Hicks, the pitch to Say, 1-9. Left-handed pitcher, 1-9, swing and a miss. It was a mighty swing by Say, but he's 0 for 3. And that is another strikeout. Boyd has now struck out 6. Unfortunately, he's given up 5 runs for the Kittens of Detroit. And here's Judy Johnson, third baseman, reached on the error by the shortstop Goodrum, scored on the 3-run homer, and then he struck out, so he is 0 for 2. Johnson likes to get off the schneid. Hicks wiggles the fingers, sets the target, the pitch to Judy Johnson. Boyd's going to challenge him. He fires in a 4-5. Right-handed batter, 4-5 and a 19. Fly ball, center field, left center field gap, on the run, reaching out and making the catch is Jacoby Jones. Nice catch by Jones, 2 away. So Johnson gave it a ride, but to no avail. Good jump by Jones, making the catch in left center. 2 outs, base is empty for Sam Bankhead. Bankhead, the left fielder's 2 for 3. 2 singles, scored on the home run, the first home run by Charleston, and popped out to the catcher. This will be the last inning for Matt Boyd. He rocks and deals to Sam Bankhead. 3-3, what will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 3-3, ground ball, solely hit to first. Making the play is Dixon. He tosses to Boyd, and the side is retired. Wait a second. Hold on. Where's Crutchfield? It should have been Crutchfield. Where's Crutchfield? Okay. There we go. All right, what was that? That was a 3-3. Ground ball to third. He's still out. So Crutchfield is out. Ground ball to third. As Bankhead was not out, up. So that goes 5-3. Side is retired. My faux pas, but all is well. Crawfords don't score. Matt Boyd is done. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, we'll have a new pitcher. So Matt Boyd went 6 innings. There was an error there, so I don't know if those runs, error, hit and run, homer. There's still the error. The guy wouldn't have been on, but so that run is unearned. The other 2 would be earned, I think. 3 runs, 2 of them. What am I saying? 5 runs, 4 of them are earned. And he struck out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's looking at a loss. So he went 6 innings, 5 runs, 4 of them are earned, struck out 6. Last batter he faced, Crutchfield, who grounded to third. All right, that accounting is done with. What stinky pitcher will we bring in? Well, we're going to bring in for Detroit, Buck Farmer, 6-6, with a 3.72 ERA. He threw 68 innings. He actually had 1 start out of the bullpen. Must have been one of those dreadful bullpen games. All right, so we have that set, and the color we will give him is red. So it'll be Buck Farmer. All right, Satchel Paige back up on the mound. He will face Hicks, then the top of the order, Reyes and Castro. If you're just joining us, 5-0 Crawfords. Paige has struck out 5. Here's the pitch to John Hicks, who is 1 for 1. He had a single. That is a 6-7 righty-righty matchup. 6-7, swing and a miss. He chased the high cheese, as the Eck likes to say. And that is K, number 6, for the great Satchel Paige, on his way to 10 or more. Hopefully. 1 out, top of the order for the 2019 Tigers, and it will be Victor Reyes. Reyes 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out. Paige works quickly to Reyes. Tosses up a 5-4. Will it close the door on Victor Reyes? Switch hitter batting lefty. 5-4. Ground ball to third. Judy Johnson's a 2. That's a 14. 2-14 goes to an error check. Judy Johnson's an E16. We roll the 2 red die. That's a 7. That might be good enough on a 16. So let's find the 16 and a 7. 16, 7. Backhands it. Fires across the diamond to Charleston. And that's the second out of the inning. 5-3. Reyes is now 0 for 3. A nice play on the hard hit ball by Reyes. 2 outs, base is empty for the right fielder for the Tigers, Harold Castro. He is struck out twice. Paige hoping to get him with the hat trick. The windmill windup and the pitch to Harold Castro. That's a 2-4. Does it close the door? Right-handed pitcher. 2-4. And Harold Castro sends that ball deep to center and gone. He jumps all over that fastball. So he doesn't strike out this time, and he puts the Kittens, a.k.a. the 2019 Detroit Tigers, on the board. All runs in this game have been scored via the home run. Boom to the moon. Finally, Tigers fans have something to smile about, as Castro touches them all. 5-1. That's a way to get off the schneid after striking out twice. A homer for Castro. So that was a bippity-boppity boom. 2 outs, 5-1. And here comes Miguel Cabrera. They could go back-to-back jacks. Paige, now with a stern look on his face. Now the smile comes back. He challenged him with a fastball, and they got crushed to center. Cabrera, 0 for 2. He's grounded to first and flew out to center. Paige looks in. Gibson sets the target. The pitch to Miguel Cabrera. 6-7. Righty-righty matchup. 6-7. Fastball. Swing and a miss. That had a little more swerve on it. And the side is retired. That is strikeout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strikeout number 7 for the great Satchel Paige. But he does give up a bippity-boppity boom to Castro. It's 5-1. We go to the top of the 7th. The Tigers finally on the board. Due up for the Crawfords, and they'll face a new pitcher, as we stated, Buck Farmer, the best pitcher on the Tigers via ERA, 3.72. It'll be Bankhead, Charleston, and Josh Gibson, if anyone gets on, the designated hitter, Boom Boom Washington. So here's Sam Bankhead to face Buck Farmer. Farmer is a right-handed thrower. Righty-righty matchup. Will the Buck stop here? Here's the pitch to Bankhead from Farmer. 6-8, righty-righty. 6-8, strike 3, paints the outside corner with the fastball. That's one down. And here comes Oscar Charleston. He was sad to see Matt Boyd leave, as he was 2 for 3. First time up, he flew deep to right. Then he sent 2 to the moon. A 3-run shot and then a 2-run shot. He's driven in all 5 runs for the Crawfords. On deck is Gibson. Left-handed batter is Charleston. He awaits the Farmer offering. Pitch homeward bound by Buck. 6-9, left-handed batter. 6-9, ground ball to short. It's been an adventure for Goodrum over there. And oh boy, that ball's going to get through. That's a 3 and a 2. A 3 and a 2. It's a single into left. Past the dive of Goodrum. So Charleston picks up his 3rd hit. He's now 3 for 4. The good news is they kept it in the ballpark. So 1 out, 1 on. Charleston will not be held close. He's a horrible stealer. He's an E. And here comes Josh Gibson. Gibson, 1 for 2. He's grounded to short, singled, and walked. The pitch to the legendary Josh Gibson. Farmer looking for the breaking pitch. Tosses up the crap. The slow stuff, as we say. That's a 4-5. Righty-righty matchup. 4-5. And my lord, Josh Gibson has just sent that ball nearly out of the ballpark. Dead center. He crushes the hanging curveball. That hanging Chad went bippity-boppity-boom to the moon. And Josh Gibson hits a 2-run shot. So the same boss is... How does that go? Same as the old boss. There's no relief with Farmer. A 2-run homer. That's Gibson's 2nd hit. It's now 7-1. Every run in this game has been knocked in on a homer. 2 homers by Charleston knocking in 5 runs. A homer by Castro for the Tigers. And now a 2-run shot by Josh Gibson as he crushed that hanging Chad. All the way to Florida, for God's sakes. 7-1 Crawfords. As a lot of smiles in that Crawfords dugout now. Scoring ahead of him was Charleston. He gave him a big hug. So Gibson with the home run and 2 ribbies. And the Crawfords bats have broken out tonight. The Lion does not sleep in the jungle tonight. He is on the prowl. And here comes Johnny Boom Boom Washington. Washington has singled, struck out, and walked. He is 1 for 2. John 772, how you doing? Hope all is well. Tribes fan, check out that wonderful channel. Doing his Colorado Rockies replay. All right, here we go. No rest for the weary. The Tigers are horrid. The pitch to Johnny Boom Boom Washington. 1 out, 7-1 Crawfords. Farmer fires in a 5-2. How do you do? Left-handed batter, 5-2. Ground ball to second. Second baseman's Mercer. He's a 4, and that's a 13. Will it be a lucky or unlucky? 4-13. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first for the 2nd out of the inning. DJ John, hope all is well. Dave Little, check out that great channel. Had some wrestling on over the weekend. Here's cool Papa Bell. Papa Bell robbed Lugo of a homer. He's also made some fine Some people say a little fancy schmancy basket catches out and right. He is 0 for 2, a sac fly and 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Farmer to Cool Papa Bell. 4-12. Bell a switch hitter, batting lefty. 4-12. Ground ball to first. The first baseman is Dixon. He's a 3. That's a 9. Will it be Amore? 3-9 goes to an error check. That could be awful. Though Dixon's an E12, and that's a 10. I believe he will make the play. So he's an E12. Is that what I said? Ball's hit to Dixon. E12. We rolled a 10. E12, 10. Nope, he boots it. He boots it. Inning stays alive on the E3. Another error on the Tigers. So Cool Papa Bell's at first. He's a B stealer. Farmer's a +1. Never mind. We're up 7-1. So Chess Williams comes up. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to Williams from Farmer. His crops have not been going well this inning. 5s across the board. That's a 5-10 righty-righty matchup. 5-10. Swing and a miss. And mercifully, the side is retired. But the Crawfords put 2 more on the board with a Josh Gibson blast. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-1 Crawfords and Satchel Paige. So Satchel Paige looking good. As now the Tigers fans who are here hoping to see 10 or more strikeouts. Satchel Paige back up on the mound. So Farmer can go 1 inning. That's awesome. We got to change pitchers again. So he went 1 inning. Farmer goes 1 inning. He goes 1 inning. 2 runs, both of them earned, and he struck out 2. Tigers pitching has struck out 8. While Satchel Paige has struck out, what did he strike out? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. He struck out 7. All right, we have to find another Tigers pitcher because that's the way baseball's played, especially with the Tigers. They stink. And we'll now go with Well, the next guy with the lowest ERA is Nick Ramirez. Ramirez was 5-4 with a 4.07. He'll be on the mound when next the Tigers take the field. We're going to run out of colored pens, for God's sakes. We'll give him a black pen. So, Nick Ramirez. All right, our third pitcher for the Tigers. Can put the red pen away. All right, Satchel Paige, who likes to pitch the whole game himself, will face Dixon, Goodrum, and Mercer. Cabrera struck out the last inning. I did not move him. Okay. So here's Dixon. He's 1 for 2. He's single and flown out to center. Paige, the leg kick and the pitch to Brandon Dixon. 5-11. Righty-righty matchup. 5-11. Fly ball to center field. That'll be out number 1. Crutchfield makes the catch. Second time Dixon's flown out to Crutchfield. 1 out. And here comes Goodrum. Goodrum was robbed on a sinking line drive when Crutchfield made the diving catch, and then he flew out deep to Crutchfield. Crutchfield's been a busy beaver in center. The pitch to Nico Goodrum. Paige going with the soft stuff. It's a 2-6. Right-handed pitcher, 2-6. Swing and a miss. Curveball hits the dirt. Gibson applies the tag. And that is K number 8. Satchel Paige 2 away from his magical 10 or more number. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And I'll bring up Jordy Mercer. Mercer, second baseman, struck out and flew out to right. He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Paige to Mercer showing no mercy. He fires in a 3-5. Okay. 3, dyslexia sucks. and a 6. There we go. Go slow. 3-6, righty-righty matchup. 3-6, ground ball back to Paige. He snares it, throws to first, and the side is retired. Scoring at home 1-3. We're through 7-1 Crawfords here in Detroit. It's looking good for Satchel Paige and the Pittsburgh Crawfords. 5th game of the Barnstorming Tour. ID Gesture, how the heck are you doing? Check out that wonderful channel as he rates his card and dice games as he sees it. And they're good videos. I've watched. I agree totally with Dice Baseball. I have to sit down and try to mod that because it is a fun game, but there's you just watch the video that ID Gesture did regarding that. He's absolutely right. It's so much there. It's way too many charts. I might take something because they do have you can do there's a hard hit ball, a medium hit ball, and a soft hit ball. So you can basically, what I'm looking at, you can take the strat kind of thing as opposed to looking to this chart, then go to that chart. He's so right about that. But the pitching control factor is awesome. And you got to roll. Another thing he's right on, you got to roll on an error on every play if it's off of the batter's card. I'm thinking about using a black die that I have with my basketball game that has a D and an X on it for something like that to see if we go to an error check. But yeah, great video by ID Gesture. I think that was a few days ago. He put 2 new ones up now. I haven't seen those yet. All right, so top of the 8th. Top of the 8th. And the new pitcher is Nick Ramirez. Tigers living up to their horrific name, the Kittens. They're down 7-1. Top of the 8th. And here's Dick Say. Second baseman for the Crawfords, 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out. The pitch from Ramirez. He's a lefty against the right-handed batting Say. That's a 1-11. Left-handed pitcher, 1-11. Ground ball to second. That'll be out number 1. As Mercer throws to first, Say's retired 4-3. So 1 out, 7-1 Crawfords, top of the 8th. And here's Judy Johnson. Johnson reached on an error, scored on the first first Charleston homer, struck out and flew out to center. The windup and the pitch of Judy Johnson. Ramirez fires in a 1-6. Pick up some sticks. Left-handed pitcher, 1-6. Ground ball, third. Up with it. Throwing across the diamond is Lugo. 2 down. So 2 ground balls, 2 outs. Top of the order now. And it's Jimmy Dynamite Crutchfield. He's 1 for 4. He's grounded out twice, once a hit and run, singled, and actually grounded out his last time up also to third. Ramirez picks up the sign from Hicks. The pitch to Jimmy Dynamite Crutchfield. 6-7. Lefty-lefty matchup. 6-7. And that's a 13 line shot. And a leap and a snare by the first baseman Dixon. And the side is retired. What a play, denying Crutchfield of his second hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-1 Crawfords and Satchel Paige in the Barnstorming Tour against the 2019 MLB teams. This is Game 5 against the Tigers. We've already went through the first 4 teams. They're on the channel if you want to watch. So Ramirez can actually go 3 innings. Yay, we don't have to change a pitcher. ID Gesture says, all 17 are up and done. Full series is ready to watch. Oh, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. John772 has an excellent point, and then we'll finish the game. Strat's doing, like, you can go on their Facebook page or something, and they're simming the games. They're just giving you a score in a quick, like, little box score kind of thing. John says, excellent point, because I was thinking about this. I wish Strat would release a projection roster, especially with this year, with no real baseball. They should, but they don't have the creativity to do that. And I like Strat, the game. I like the card and dice game. They haven't fixed my basketball game on my PC, so I will not be purchasing any more PC stuff. I think I'm going to try my third type of fix. Hopefully this one works. I'm going to put it back on my old computer. I have like 5 seasons, different seasons. I'll sim a day or in each season, save it, unauthorized, and try to do it that way. See if it works. Anyhow, back to the ball game. So Satchel Paige on the mound, bottom of the 8th. He's going to face Jones, Lugo, and Hicks with a 6-run lead. Here's the pitch to Jacoby Jones, 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out. Paige with 8 Ks, looking for 10 or more. That's a 1-11 from the Satchel Paige, the great one. Righty-righty matchup, 1-11, single to right. So Jacoby Jones gets off the schneid. He singles to right. This is point of weakness check, the 8th, for Satchel Paige. If he gives up a combination of 3 hits and walks combined, now it's down to 2. He's hit point of weakness. Here's Duel Lugo. Lugo's 0 for 2. Flew out to center and then was robbed of a home run in right by Cool Papa Bell. Oh, Jones is on, actually. He's a bee stealer. They'll hold him close. The pitch to Lugo. Paige trying to induce a double play ball. He tosses up a breaking pitch. That's a 4-10. Righty-righty matchup. 4-10. Lugo gets under the fly ball. Goes out to right. To left, excuse me. Fly ball. Coming in and making the catch is Bankhead. Retreating back to first is Jones. So the curveball fools Lugo badly. 1 out, 1 on. And here is the catcher, John Hicks. He is 1 for 2. He singled and struck out. Again, Paige has 8 strikeouts. The pitch to John Hicks. Will he get number 9? That's a 6-10. Paige fires in a 6-9. 6-9. Righty-righty matchup. 6-9. Ground ball to short. This could be a double play ball. The shortstop is Williams. That's a 2, but it's a 2. This is going to get by him. A 2-2. The dive, and it gets through. It's a single. Jones goes 90 feet and stops his advance at second base. As Hicks picks up his second hit, he's now 2 for 3. So the Tigers trying to muster a rally here. Down 7-1, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. And 1 more hit or walk. Satchel Paige hit point of weakness. He was cruising on down the highway. Now it's the top of the order. Victor Reyes, he's 0 for 3. He's flown out, ground out, and struck out. The windmill delivery, the high leg kick, and the pitch to Reyes. Paige fires in a 6-5. Left-handed batter. Switch hitter batting lefty. 6-5. Swing and a miss! That is K number 9. Second time he's got Reyes. So 2 outs as Paige, a hit or a walk from point of weakness. 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the 8th, 7-1. Paige with 9 strikeouts, and here comes Harold Castro. He's knocked in the only run for the Tigers after striking out twice. He launched one almost out of the ballpark to deep center as he crushed that breaking pitch. So 7-1, 9 strikeouts for Paige. Is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9. Castro struck out twice. Again, the homer. Lefty digs in. Paige looks into Gibson. Gibson sets the target. The pitch to Harold Castro. 6-9. Left-handed batter. 6-9. Ground ball to short. Williams is a 2. That's a 12. A 2 and a 12 goes to an error check. Williams' error rating, 33. That's not bueno. That's a 6. He's booted the ball. I am almost sure of it. Let's look to make it official. 33 and a 6. It's a 1-base error. The bases are juiced. That should have ended the inning. But the bases are loaded. Jones at third. Hicks at second. And at first, thanks to the error by the Crawford shortstop Williams, is Castro. And here comes Miguel Cabrera. The error does not count towards point of weakness. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded to the pitcher, flown out to center, and struck out. Paige with another opportunity. Gibson goes out, has a quick word, looks to the dugout, says he's fine. Back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Paige looking for strikeout number 10. Cabrera looking for a bippity-boppity-boom grand slam to the moon. The windup and the pitch to Cabrera. 6-2, how do you do? Righty-righty matchup. 6-2, and that's a single to left. That is a single to left. That will get in the second run as Jones scores. The left fielder, Crutchfield, has a -1. They're going to hold everybody. Don't want to get anyone thrown out at the plate. Hicks. Jones scores. Hicks, yeah, 2 outs, +2, minus, yeah, he's going to hold. So it's now 7-2. Paige has come apart a bit here in the bottom of the 8th. He's hit point of weakness now. So Cabrera singles, picks up a ribby, 7-2. Castro goes to second. Hicks goes to third. Bases are still juiced. Paige has hit point of weakness. There's 2 outs. Crawfords gets some bullpen action going quickly. If you get a bippity-boppity boom now, the Tigers could pull to within a run. And it's Brandon Dixon. First baseman has some pop in that bat. He's 1 for 3. He's singled and flown out twice to center. They're going to stick with Paige to see if you can get the final out here in the bottom of the 8th. The leg kick and the pitch to Brandon Dixon. 3-9. Righty-righty matchup. 3-9. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. The slider down and away. Dixon chases. That's strikeout number 10 for Satchel Paige. He gives up 1, but he strands 3. We go to the top of the 9th, 7-2. 36 Pittsburgh Crawfords over the 2019 Tigers, or the Kittens as I like to call them. Meow. But, wow. So Satchel Paige with a big smile on his face. He knew he was on the ropes. He's hit point of weakness. We're going to let him try to complete the game. As it's Satchel Paige. So he'll be at point of weakness to try to get through 9 innings. ID Gesture says, hey Al, are those 1936 cards new? Yes. I read your thing where someone said there's no double play ball, no ground ball A's. On the... I see one already. Right here. There's a ground ball A on the basic for the Crawfords. So I don't know who sent you that. That's a double play ball. Jimmy Crutchfield's card. Column 2 on the basic side. 2-3 ground ball A to second. That's a double play ball. On the splits, there's double plays. So I remember reading something about that. But whoever sent you that, they're wrong. I'm looking at the Crawfords. I'm not looking at every, I really just played the Crawfords out of the Negro League because I like Satchel Paige. And to me, this was his best season when it comes to ERA. He won 20 with the Monarchs, but he had a higher ERA. So, and plus Josh Gibson's on this team. And Gibson, and we'll get back to the game. Let me look at it real quick. Gibson hit 42 homers this, in 36 with 126 ribbies and batted .350. So to me, this is the funner team. But yeah, there are double play balls at least on the Crawfords. So, because I think someone had sent you a message about that. I remember you talking about it. All right. So due up for the Crawfords, it'll be Bankhead, Charleston, and Gibson to face Nick Ramirez. The pitch to Sam Bankhead from Ramirez. That's a 2-6. Left-handed pitcher 2-6, and that's a single. So here come the Crawfords, angry about giving up a run. Third hit for Bankhead. He's now 3 for 5. All 3 hits a single. He's also struck out and popped out. And here's Oscar Charleston. Charleston 3 for 4. A fly out to right, a 3-run homer, a 2-run homer, and a single, to which he scored ahead of the homer by Josh Gibson. They're hoping to turn 2. They're keeping Bankhead close. The pitch to Oscar Charleston. Ramirez fires in a 4-7 lefty-lefty matchup. 4-7. Strike 3 inside corner fastball. Charleston didn't like the call, but that's out number 1. Second time they've been able to retire Charleston. He's driven in 5, though, and scored 6. So 1 out, 1 on. Viper Dave, how you doing? Hope all is well. I'm okay. Here's Josh Gibson. Gibson, 2 for 3. He's grounded short, singled, walked, and hit a 2-run homer. The 2-run homer is last plate appearance. Gibson looking to grip and rip. Digs in that right-hander's batter's box. The pitch from the lefty, Nick Ramirez. 2-5. A left-handed pitcher. 2-5. Ground ball to short. They'll get the lead runner. The relay throw not in time. Gibson beats it out. So that's a fielder's choice. Bankhead is out. Gibson reaches on the 6-4. Fielder's choice. Good question. Appachatter says, the owner of the team named Crawford. I don't know. Here comes Johnny Boom Boom Washington, the designated hitter. He is 1 for 3. He's singled, struck out, walked, and grounded to second. Gibson will be off on contact. It'll be a +1, 1 through 15. They're holding him close. The pitch to the DH, Boom Boom Washington. 2-7. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-7. That's a single. Gibson's going to go first to third as that's 2 stars. And here come the Crawfords once again. Boom Boom Washington picks up his second hit. First and third. 2 outs. Now bring up Cool Papa Bell. He is 0 for 3. He had a sac fly, 2 strikeouts, and reached on the error by the first baseman, Dixon. He'd like to get off the schneid, as we say. The pitch to Cool Papa Bell, switch hitter batting righty. Ramirez fires in a 5-9. Right-handed batter, 5-9. Swing and a miss. He chased the high heat. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Ramirez strikes out 2. 7-2 Crawford. Satchel Paige has hit point of weakness, but he's going for the complete game. He has struck out 10. As he struck out Dixon with the bases loaded and fatiguing. So Satchel Paige back out onto the mound. Tigers fans rise as one and give him a standing ovation. As I take a sip of water. Alrighty. So Paige has hit point of weakness. So anything with a dot is a single now. So he's going to lose some strikeouts. But they want to see if he can complete the game. Already ready to go in the bullpen is Leroy Matlock. We'll just get that card ready. Just in case. So Matlock is ready. ID Gesture about Appachatter's question about how the Crawfords were named says, yeah, I just looked that up, Appa. The team previously known as the Crawford Colored Giants was named after Crawford Bathhouse, a recreation center in the Crawford neighborhood of Pittsburgh Hill District. So good info there. That's how they're named, the Crawfords. All right, so Satchel Paige faces Nico Goodrum. The shortstop is 0 for 3, robbed on a sinking line drive to center on a great catch by Crutchfield. Then he also flew out again to center. Then he struck out. Here's the pitch to Satchel Paige, tired and all. That's a 6-3. What will it be? Left-handed batter, 6-3, fly ball, left field. On the move is Bankhead. That's a 2. He's a 2 defender when it comes to range and a 16. 2-16. I believe he will make the running catch into the gap as I just lost the... Wow, that sucks. It just fell between the table, as you'll probably see my ugly face for a second. Okay, 2-16. Ball's hit to Bankhead in left. Let's hold it for a second. 2-16, and he makes the running catch. 1 away. Nice jump by Bankhead. So, 1 out. Tigers down to their final 2 outs. Paige with a big smile on his face. 10 strikeouts. His hit point of fatigue. He's looking to close it out. Old school, baby. Old school. Up 7-2. Here's Jordy Mercer. Mercer is hitless. He's also been a strikeout victim. Paige looking for K number 11. The pitch to Jordy Mercer. 5-10. 5-10 to Jordy. Righty. 5-10. Ground ball to short. Williams gobbles it up like a kid with candy. Throws to Charleston. 2 down. And another big smile across Satchel Paige's face. 2 outs. The last hope. Upside down card. Jacoby Jones. Jones 1 for 3. Struck out. Flown out to right and singled and scored. Paige has struck out 10. He'd like to end the game in style with K number 11. The pitch to the right-handed batting Jacoby Jones. Paige goes with the breaking pitch. He tosses up a 2-8. A 2-8. Righty. 2-8. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. The curveball drops off the table. Gibson races towards the mound to congratulate Satchel Paige. He strikes out 11. Only gives up 2 runs. The Crawfords win 7-2. Fatigued and all, Satchel Paige goes 9. Gives up 2 runs. Only 1 was earned. And he struck out 11. That's the 5th game for Satchel Paige. In this barnstorming tour, he wins game number 5 in Detroit against the 2019 Tigers, 7-2. Player of the game, of course, Satchel Paige, and Oscar Charleston. Charleston was 3 for 5. A 3-run homer, a 2-run homer, a single. He scored ahead of the Josh Gibson homer, so he scored 6 runs, knocked in 5. He did strike out once and flew out to right. So those are your co-players of the game. Oscar Charleston and Satchel Paige. The Crawfords win. The Crawfords win. The Crawfords win. The great Satchel Paige gets a W. 7-2. How do you do? Alrighty, that was a lot of fun. Talked to the chat a bit. We had Nurse Teresa ripping the house apart. But problems are solved. So, all right, what time is it? 11:22. All right, thank you very much. Appa Bryant says, did they disband to become the Grays, or were there 2 teams in Pittsburgh around 1937? All good questions. I do not know. Captain Carl says, Appa Bryant, the Grays were from nearby Homestead, Pennsylvania. So all good stuff in our chat. We have such a lovely chat and community. Remember to check out all the wonderful content creators. And thank you very much. The Crawfords win 7-2. Satchel Paige gets the win, strikes out 11. He goes the distance. And up next, the Houston Astros. So that might be a challenge for the Crawfords. And what the hell, I'll tell you. In 5 games, Satchel Paige is now 3-2. And there was 1 game where he gave up 5 runs. Other than that, so his other loss is a tough luck loss. So he's now 3-2, Satchel Paige, in 5 games. Thank you for joining me. Health and happiness. Stay safe. Be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. Good news today. The malaria drug, along with a combination of some other antibiotics or medication, does work on a lot of people. It has worked. So, there's not all gloom and doom. Don't constantly listen to the news because they preach gloom and doom. I'm not saying it's peachy. I'm just saying it's not all gloom and doom, folks. So until next we meet, I love you all. Stay positive. Be safe. God bless. You know it's coming, folks. Peace!